Candidates should begin to develop their commercial awareness skills at an early stage of their education. Ways that they can do this is reading the news, keeping up to date with the legal press, and beginning to think about how a particular event might impact on the law firm that they're interested in applying to, their clients, and the industries and markets that they're working in.
There isn't any particular area which is of commercial area which is of particular relevance to us. I think it's all relevant because we cover the whole spectrum of commercial work, be it, as you mentioned, the technology sector, financial sector. We cover those and every other commercial area. So there isn't one particular one that is relevant. We view them all as equally important.
It can be particularly useful if a candidate can gain some experience in an area which relates to a firm's core practice areas. So for example, a candidate might look to gain experience in the finance sector or in a private equity house if they're interested in applying to Weil.
I think in terms of broader commercial awareness, the best candidates are those who have an understanding of how the commercial and legal worlds really interrelate.
Think about how a law firm operates as a business, find an area that you're interested in and then read up more on that area. We have lots of legal updates on our own website and they're fantastic ways of really getting to know what our clients are doing and the cases that we're working on.
So we at Bird & Bird are very conscious that you can't give good legal advice in a vacuum. And we specialise in certain sectors, so it's really important for our lawyers to be constantly keeping up to date with the developments in those industry sectors. But also as a tech-focused firm, our clients look to us to help them understand and capitalise on technology trends and developments.
When it comes to commercial awareness, it's going to be a big question as part of the interview. Now, our interviews are unscripted, so I'd like to think that candidates feel that it's more of a conversation than an interview and certainly not a grilling. And we're quite open in terms of candidates suggesting topics that they want to talk about. So it could be a relevant news topic. Brexit has been a big one this year, but it can be anything that's up to date. But sometimes candidates do talk about something that is just in the commercial realm, which is of interest to them. I think the key is being able to understand it, being able to answer questions around it, and being quite engaged when you talk around whatever it is.
So alongside the usual competency and technical based questions, we also give candidates the opportunity to talk about their own commercial interests. For example, providing an article in the business press that they found interesting quite recently. And as much as topical issues are really important, we also think it's important that you do talk about your interests. So it's always really refreshing when candidates are passionate about something that's interested them recently.
I think the best candidates are the ones who are able to look at an argument or look at a news story and able to see both sides of an argument. I would also say that good candidates, when they're given something to analyse, maybe a commercial story, they're able to look at it from a macro and a micro level. So at the top level, let's say for example it's an M&A deal, so one company buying another. So why is that happening? Why does one company want to do that? And then seeing it through, so understanding what role a law firm would play within that particular transaction. And then down to the trainee level, so what tasks would a trainee be doing to support that kind of transaction? So evaluating it that way, you can link what a trainee does to the overall strategic objectives of the client.